And she's still trying to feed him.
She lunges at him.
Jabbed him in his eye. Before we actually talk about Leprechaun in the Hood, you know that this is part of a series of films. You know, there was a trilogy at one time, and then it went beyond. And really, when you look at the series, it is one long story of the rise and fall of a very sympathetic character.
Really?
Yeah, the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun, that Leprechaun has seen many things.
He sure has.
When I say the rise and fall, at least to this point where we are in the hood, I haven't been able to go beyond that. And it's the only Leprechaun movie I've seen.
Oh, okay, well, I'm talking about, I was more so scoffing at the sympathetic.
Oh, he is very sympathetic. Listen, started out on the farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally got to leave the farm and go to the big city. Went to Vegas.
Look out, Vegas. I'm taking over.
Now, took his winnings and did things that only the rest of us can only dream of, man. Took his winnings and then he went to space.
He is powerful.
What the hell was that?
Oh, that's just shit. That's a dick move.
They did that shit, man.
That little mini lightsaber.
That's just it.
Man. So
You know, when he started off on the farm, it was Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer
pissed him off
Aniston
the first
there,
time.
yeah.
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 She was in the first one.
Is it Warwick Davis and all these?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's
it is.
him.
Okay.
Now, somehow, some kind of way up there in the stars, all that money and everything, just lost. He lost it all. Lost everything. And hit rock bottom and went past the farm on his way down and went into the hood. You know, everywhere he went, that's the struggle. He's really the sympathetic one because this could be avoided if people would just stop with his gold.
That's true.
It's like
that's not gonna happen.
It's like everybody wants to f these leprechauns for what they got. That Lucky Charms leprechaun, everybody trying to get his cereal. Get your own goddamn cereal. And now everybody messing with him for his gold. Got that gold everywhere he goes. So how a motherfucker can be in the hood and can't get out without the gold in the world? I don't know. You know?
He should start using banks. That's the lesson in these movies.
That's not what leprechauns do, man.
Gotta change with the times. Get with the new.
My man got a pot of gold and can't get out the hood. Usually that's the problem, lack of wealth. So I guess we're working backwards. You know, I don't know. But I would tell you this, while he is in the hood, it fits right in. You know, all that gold, plenty of gold in the hood. Everybody got them grills. You know, everybody got them chains. Everybody got that jewelry. So he fits right in. So if you now the thing is, if you in the hood and you got gold, somebody gonna find out about it.
The first day.
First day you there. It's like if you won the lottery, everybody gonna come out and start talking to your ass. And somebody gonna try to snatch that shit like a gold chain. And then thus Leprechaun finds himself in the cycle all over again. Trying to protect his gold from the people that want it, but this time he's protecting against people he's never had to go up against, gangsters like Ice-T right here. Yeah. Is Leprechaun, is he a match for the Iceman right here? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Leprechaun in the Hood. In the Hood.
Kind of like Robin Hood. Instead, we're going to be robbing in the hood.
You gonna shut your big goofy ass up.
Like a cartoon character.
Motherfucker, you gonna set your goddamn Billy Bear looking ass up.
Oh, my God. Except we're going to be robbing in the hood. As soon as I finish the Kentucky Derby.
Somebody should have pistol whipped his ass right there. Shut the f*** up.
Somebody already did.
They did. They knocked his middle
Stumble
tooth out.
onto his musical treasure.
Hand me gold, you thieving hoods. You got more loot than Tiger Woods.
What?
Boy, he be dropping rhymes in his whole thing.
God.
That motherfucker he's dropping bars. Fire. You hear what I'm saying?
The worst thing is like
Is this in his whole movie?
This is this whole movie.
He's mean.
Did somebody say blow?
Take this and wrap it around your ugly ass.
Breathing down your neck.
I love with that goddamn cartoon lightning they got. Bitch, stop, you ain't hurt. Shut up. Animated. Shut up.
Look like Ernie Hudson.
Warwick Davis.
Got your ass.
So I don't even think he did this in the other movies. I think just by him being in the hood, he's got to rap. So what they do in the movies, they try to make him like an actual blaxploitation hero. Like they try to make him like Dolomite.
Dolomite is my name, and up motherfuckers is my game.
He starts out the movie being Dolomite, Leprechaun in the Hood, and he and so to give him a little like street cred, to make him down with the blacks. He even gives like he gives himself like even a street name or a hip hop name or a nickname.
Flee while you can. The future's not good. For no one is safe from a lep in the hood.
Lep, not Leprechaun,
Right,
but Lep
right.
in the hood.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Now give me a beat.
Oh, you playing?
Oh, no.
Oh, you have none. I keep telling you this every week. You have not seen the things I've seen in this world. Now, but they get back after the opening credits, and within, I counted. I looked at the timer. Within 6 minutes, you become very aware that this is something that no white people should be involved in. No white people should be involved in the creative process of this at all. And unfortunately, it is nothing but white people behind the camera.
I was going to say.
Now, I don't know what this man is, but he ain't black. Rob Sparrow right there, he lighted up to be white. And this other guy, John Huffman. John Sparrow is the director. John Huffman is one of the writers. There's another guy named Doug Hall. I think Doug Hall just hid after this shit. I can't even find a picture of him. But in my research, look, I'm sure you had like some caterers, gaff people, gaffers, or some boom mic holders, or maybe some people of color, but a lot of the main people behind this are white people. I mean, I'm not mad, but this shit, I'm gonna call it like it is. This shit is foul, man. These motherfuckers made a blaxploitation, not blaxploitation. They exploited black people in this movie. Blaxploitation it was kind of something empowering about that.
Yeah.
No, this is exploitation of black people in this movie in the year 2000. It was almost like it was like these people, like they were trying to make a parody of a hood movie, and instead just put every black racial stereotype that they could put in the film. And long after hood movies are done,
Yeah.
you know, they like,
Yeah, by 2000, we were over that.
yeah, we were over Boys in the Hood. We were over Menace to Society. You know, we were long past this at this point. So after the credits, and we get back to the film, but they don't waste no time jumping in. None. You hear me? None. The first thing we see when we come back from the credits, we see Ice Cube busting through. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, don't do that to Ice Cube. He ain't done nothing to you.
I mean, I don't know. He might be in the movie.
We
They
see
cut him out.
Orlando Bloom.
We see Ice-T busting through a wall in the fakest Afro wig I've ever seen. I mean, you know, because he got those curls on there, like those fake ass wigs.
That's the shit I wear in the show.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
That's some
I'm talking
Halloween
about my
shit.
changes
That's something you
were
get from the
supposed-
Halloween Spirit story.
Exactly. From Party City.
Yeah.
That is some Halloween shit right there. And his sidekick, not his friend, but his sidekick kind of has a better wig, but not by much. I mean, they still.
He's got the pick sticking out.
He got they both look like they going to a pimps and hoes party for Halloween.
Yeah, they do.
Except there ain't no hoes, but there's plenty of pimps right here. They don't, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's so funny because at the beginning they don't explain shit. They don't set up nothing, man.
Like why they're busting through the wall to get the whistle or whatever.
Well, they tell you that. So here's the deal. So they tell you that. So Ice-T says, "I got a tip about a gold flute
Wait, what'd you say?
That's it. It's just a tip about a gold flute. They don't say
go.
They don't.
Is it at a pawn shop?
Yeah.
Because we could just go buy it if that's the case.
Oh, but no, because this is a magic one. And the thing is, but I don't know, because we got a tip about this special flute, and it's like, from who? Well, we don't know.
It's all I want right here.
But before they find the gold, before they go in and they find anything, the first thing, before this story even kicks off, they bust through the wall, they look around, and the first thing they find are these two items right here. A half-eaten burger and some malt liquor.
Colt 54, 1945.
Not a bottle of malt liquor, but a six-pack.
Which doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's not sold that way.
And and this hood it does. Why did they find malt liquor? Because it's the hood. Mm-hmm. It's the food of the natives. You know?
Who ate the? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the hamburger been there for how long? And nobody, like, they had to break. Keep in mind, they had to break through a wall to get here. So they don't explain what's the mystery of the half-eaten burger that never spoils in this six-pack. By the way, nobody can find a six-pack of malt liquor, but this person did. Mm-hmm. This person found a magic burger and a magic six-pack of malt liquor. Well, I guess they're thinking like, okay, we're not going to question this because, something people won't ask about that because they'll be too busy asking the question, why is there a magical leprechaun statue in the hood? Like once and this dude comes in, this dumbass sidekick comes in and takes the gold chain off of it, and they don't even explain what the gold chain is. It's just like it's almost like it is a gold chain rappers wear, except it's on a leprechaun. And this dude removes this. Of course, this makes the leprechaun come alive. They don't ever explain what power the necklace has.
Sure, it's classic.
They don't explain what power the necklace has. They don't explain why this statue is here. They don't explain what tip or information Ice-T got to go look for this. Everything that happens from here on out is man, it's some ignorant black shit. All right, first of all, the brother with the pick, Martin, it's so good that you noticed that he had that pick because that pick was the cause of his demise.
Oh, shit.
We have, right after that malt liquor, we have death by Afro pick.
Oh no!
How did that even?
They tried to comb his brother's neck.
He looks like he's just tired.
Look at this shit.
So he just tripped? That's it?
No, the leprechaun got him and combed his neck. The leprechaun said, like, hello, and we didn't get to see it, but took that pick out. We heard him. The sidekick dies. Ice-T is left to defend himself. He defends himself by reaching into his arsenal, which is his afro, and pulling out first a switchblade. That don't work. And he said, "Well, I know I got a baseball bat up here somewhere."
What? Come on.
Oh, even I'm like, what the?
Okay. So,
Even Leprechaun like, man, this is goddamn offensive. Wait a minute. And I'm a leprechaun that kills people. What the man?
That Captain Caveman just pulled a shit.
Yeah. That used to be a Globetrotters cartoon when they pull shit from their afro.
yeah.
Yeah, did y'all look at this, y'all. I'm not lying. I had to rewind this twice. The mother pulled a baseball bat, professional league from his afro.
Come on.
What?
The leprechaun's pretty entertained by it all. He's like, ooh, what else you got in there?
He's like, what other racist shit can you do?
That's why there's no room for the pick for him.
Oh, but you know something? They realize that they're being a little offensive at this point. So they say, hey, just to show you that we are down, not just down, but we respect the blacks. We're going to drop a little brother Martin Luther King for you.
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! Free at last!
He is like, what kind of shit have I signed myself up to right here? Man.
I I'd like to believe that was all ADR and it wasn't in the script and he didn't know they were going to do that.
Shit was, he knew. He's still talking about this shit today. Yeah. One of my biggest accomplishments is Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh my God!
My son really loved Leprechaun in the Hood, so I felt like I was contributing something to it. I was like, wow, man.
Free at last.
Free at last, thank God. And he has to try to put that Martin Luther King tremble on there.
Oh, good God Almighty.
Sound like the Alvin and the Chipmunks version of Martin Luther King. Free at last.
Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. Free at last.
Shoot you.
Oh, yo.
Oh, no. That's got nothing to do with the hood? Never mind.
Yeah, it does. There's black people in there.
Yeah, you're
black
right.
people love Martin Luther King. Come on, make the connection, man. Keep up.
All little boys and little girls and leprechauns.
Black people, ghetto,
Yeah.
Martin Luther King,
Really,
Malt Liquor.
You're just too bougie to get it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I'm going to stay that way, too.
In fact, I'm gonna criticize y'all for missing something, man. Y'all could have gone extra racist with it and put a bucket of fried chicken instead of a hamburger right there. Why didn't you go for it?
Well, go for
I
that.
figured that was coming up later.
No, at least
grape
they had
soda?
sense enough to do that. Or they just didn't think about it. You'll be glad to know that Ice-T defeats the Leprechaun through
I feel like he doesn't.
some Indiana. Well, early on through some Indiana Jones maneuvers and whatnot, he's able to elude the Leprechaun and imprison him again and get his magic flute. We cut years later. He takes off his Afro wig and we're immediately in the year 2000.
You see him taking off.
yeah. 2000. So that's where we meet our heroes here. Our heroes, three budding rappers right here.
Looking like an Oreo
Yeah.
cookie walking down the street. Salt and pepper.
We got Postmaster, Straight Bullet, and Butch.
Butch.
And but they just ran out of the hood name.
And Seymour.
Yeah. Postmaster and I you know what? And I give you 1 second to guess who's Butch. Yeah, the mother in the middle. That goofy son of a bitch right there. And I say budding hip hop artists as in the worst rappers you've ever heard.
Letting no one try and hold me back. Positive, and that's my guarantee.
But the movie acknowledges it. They say, we know they suck, we know it's part of the story.
He's going to hold the mic anywhere near his mouth. That's how we do. Ripping up the track.
Well, at least they're trying.
At least that, yeah.
The brothers are trying to stay positive.
That's the thing about it, man. They're trying to be positive. They know that they're bad rappers, man. It is part of the story. They are aware that they suck. They even one of the guys said, "Jesus, we suck." But you know what? They suck so bad, which makes it even odder that Ice-T, who is now sort of a Suge Knight. He's one of those guys. Because man, I'm not lying. He's got the biggest gangster rap label out there, but he still wants to be a real gangster. So he wants to shoot, kill people.
That's realistic.
Yeah.
Statue home.
He got the statue right there, yeah.
Well, I guess he's got to make sure that nobody else.
He got to keep all that. He got to keep all that shit. But this fool, man.
God damn.
So they go to his leprechaun refuge right there, and he still wants to do all this gangster shit and whatnot. And I tell you, man, it's this relationship they have is funny, man. It's like the movie's only an hour and a half, so they got to get the story moving quickly.
Right.
So their relationship with Ice-T, that is sped up pretty quickly. Their relationship lasts about 15 minutes, where in the beginning he's like, you know what, y'all got potential.
It's not much, but it's not the worst. You guys seem hungry. I'm sure I could do something with you.
To get the out of here.
Don't even around. Just get out of here. Forget you and your motherfucking homeboys. Up. This is real here, kid. Hey, get these losers out.
That's in 10 minutes. That escalated quick.
What happened in between those two cuts?
That escalated quick.
He couldn't start grabbing his dick. He got one guy, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because what happened was he's like, all right, he was on the phone cursing out somebody and just kind of like, I don't know what it was, but he was mad. And he got the phone like, okay, what the and this is after he said y'all got potential. But after that phone, like, okay, what the y'all gonna do? And they're like, well, we want to do our positivity rap. He's like, that. Get the out of here. Like, this ain't no positivity around here. We about bitches and hoes, Calvin blowing niggas' heads off. You know, get the out of here, that positivity shit. Yeah, it escalated real quick.
Yeah.
It was like, even
You sure he's not bipolar?
yeah, right? Yeah.
Well, can we have our tape back?
Oh, he smashed that shit. He took.
And after they leave, you know, them boys was all right.
Yeah. I'm glad they're hungry, see? I'm trying to motivate them.
You know what? They're going to go places. That was just tough love I gave them. After he calls them losers and talks about the mamas and all this kind of shit. I mean, I'm serious, man. So they say, you know what? F this dude, man, because he talks so bad. Because it's like you see the dude, man, you know, f this dude, man. He's like, you know what? Because what they want to do, they're like, well, we ain't going to pick us up, man, and nobody else believes in us. We just going to fund this trip to Vegas to some hip hop contest out there. We're going to fund it, our own trip. We get out there, we're going to make it, and then we're going to get the out the hood. The only thing was we need money, so they decide to rob Ice-T.
And I guess what they take.
Yes. Guess what they? Hey,
Well, it is kind of right there, asking to be stolen.
I mean, it's the first thing you see you walk in the room, a goddamn leprechaun wearing a goddamn hip hop medallion.
For a heist. Yo, man, leave that pallet.
And they even say that. They even say that, like, yo, man, you see that goddamn medallion in there? We get that shit. We pawn it. Man, we good. We money. We going to Las Vegas after that. And, of course, they get that, and they get that goddamn little magic flute.
They took his flute, too?
Oh, no.
Yeah, at some point. I don't know if it's doing a heist right there, but they get that flute.
They made it personal.
Oh, man, they ganked all his magic shit. You laugh, but the moment they get that flute, man, they're like, oh, see, everybody laughed at us. They thought this was a bad plan. All of a sudden, that magic flute, what it does is every time one of the guys kind of plays it, all he does is just kind of blow it. Ain't no sound even comes out. Like,
why does he even do that?
All of a sudden, everyone within ear reach believes their music is awesome.
Oh.
The music, or maybe their music really is better.
What you gotta do?
Not really.
Daddy Mac, now we ain't got Jack Butch in full effect, and we ain't going back. No more wanna
Oh my God, he's having a stroke.
Are you trying to this mother see him? Are you trying to cough up a hairball?
Yeah,
He's like he's trying to do the Heimlich on him from the front. Get that chicken out your mouth.
Your boy's there having an epileptic seizure and you don't help him?
And the one in the middle is just putting all the effort.
Oh, I know.
world.
Yeah, baseball cap is just.
Yeah. Looking like Frankenstein and shit.
Yeah. This mother been licking his afro and about to cough up a hairball. Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Oh, we'll get to that. Oh, believe me.
You didn't say Tyler Perry was in there.
Their music is so good, even though they're in the hood, it even attracts random middle-aged white men to come to the show. You know, dudes just be in the suburbs be like, what is that funky music?
Bring me a hat.
Excuse me, young man. This is a good place to pick up black chicks. I heard that it was.
All the way from Hartford.
From here, it is the craziest mix of a lot of things.
From here.
Yeah, it was already crazy. We've already been leaping into crazier and crazier. Oh, people, we get exponential with this shit. At this point, it is the craziest mix of action, horror, comedy, drama, and stereotypes. Not just black, but stereotypes that I've seen in any movie, man. There's a moment where it's a horror movie and you get some insane moments of death. You know?
Damn, even Ice-T went, what the?
Yeah.
The ketchup bottle
That
exploded.
Leprechaun did that shit with just Leprechaun air power. That motherfucker's like an airbender. You might get some moments where it's not just a comedy; it's screwball comedy. And I'm not lying; it'll turn into the Four Stooges.
We don't go down without a fight.
Right.
But that is some Scooby-Doo shit. Yeah, follow me.
Yep. The old chimp.
I'm surprised the brother with the baseball cap, it just didn't go off his head, and that shit was just like, woo!
Yeah, I know.
There's a point where they go to a church. They're hiding from the Leprechaun and the gangsters. They're hiding from Leprechaun and Ice-T.
Oh my God!
And the preacher comes in and he's like, "What you boys doing in this church right here? This is a house of the Lord."
That's a church.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the shack of the Lord right there.
They use that. That's like a warehouse. They use that shit for the church and the club. But they go to this church and they say, "Hey, listen, preacher man, we just got to hide out here for just a day. We just need a place to lay low before they get smeared." They do say that. They say we need sanctuary. One of the guys does research on leprechauns and says, "Oh man, we got to get the sanctuary, because there's some evil supernatural shit." I'm not lying. They say that.
And then Butch goes, "That's ridiculous."
It's Butch that said that shit. And then they get there, and the preacher says, "Well, our musical act did just leave today."
You boys are in luck.
Well, you boys in luck. We could use 3 musical types as yourself. And they go in and they do a Jesus rap.
Jesus loves me. Mama's name was Mary Jo. His disciples walked.
He was like, "You don't
What is
sit
wrong
your
with that
big ass down." Butch is up every scene we got. Butch is, if you don't stop, sit the down. Shit is actually kind of going okay. The movie kind of speaking for itself, and you mother stop it.
Is it? Because the
Oh,
reverend
it's like that.
the preacher seemed to look over right after that and go like,
Get the
"Did he say ho?"
Yeah, home too. Yeah, Jesus loves you. If not, I'll find the hoe.
Before the church was like, "Did he just say ho?" But because of Magic Flute, everybody hears something good. Everybody like, "Oh shit, the Lord loves this." Everybody doing the Butch.
To the fold, we gone before long.
Wow, I'm speechless.
This is where they're doing something I really hadn't seen before. Because they introduced a character, and they introduced a character that was trans. And at first, I'm not going to show you the picture. I'm just going to show you the scene. And I thought, all right, you know what? They're not really making fun of the character. He's hanging out with the guys. Look, he's flamboyant. Mm-hmm. I guess she at this point. She's flamboyant. Doing a little, taking the femininity over the top right there. But they're not. She's down with them. She's part of the gang. But then they get to a point where this shit just gets ridiculous.
I didn't come to play with fruit.
You're just the right size, too, for Miss Fontaine.
A leprechaun shows up, a murderous leprechaun, and her first thought is, "I'm gonna fuck this." I want that leprechaun dick.
Well, I mean, how many opportunities did you get?
For Miss Fontaine.
It's kind of a once in a lifetime thing.
It wasn't like, it's like, what is this creature? And I was like, I want to fuck this creature.
I hope you ain't a screamer, because, I got me some company. So get your ass up in there. Don't make a beef. Come on now.
What?
Because, the gays are hornier than regular people. That's just how much they want to fuck. A leprechaun shows up, and their first thought is, yeah, I want to fuck that. Every hood got a black grandmama. But this one is extra special. This happens to be a black grandmama who, when the leprechaun shows up, she says, "Oh, you must be one of Postmaster's little friends." How does Postmaster hang out with children? What the fuck?
Just knows it already.
Does he hang out with 8-year-olds? And she don't ask, "What's your name, baby?" or anything like that. She says, because black mamas and black grandmamas, what do they want to do? They want to feed everybody. They want to feed everybody.
The whole neighborhood.
She's blind. She can't see the leprechaun. That's the joke. But she don't even ask who he is. She just said, "Come on in here, baby. You look hungry. Let me feed you real quick."
You must be one of Postmates' little Irish friends.
Yeah. You must be one of Postmaster's little mythological friends. And then she sits there because she's because she's blind. You know, again, we got some wacky comedy going on. Because she says Leprechaun. I guess he's hungry because he doesn't say anything like, "Bitch, where's me gold?" You know, he sits down like, "Damn, that smells kind of good." Yeah, let me sit down and let this woman feed me. And that's what she tells. She's like, "You know, I'm gonna feed you because you look like you can't do nothing with them little hands you have." I was like, wow.
When she finished,
And she's still trying to feed him.
she lunges at him.
Jabbed him in his eye.
And she's humming too.
Jabbing him in the eye is one thing, but she speared it and took it out.
And she probably gonna still try to make him eat that
That's
shit
trying to
too.
make him eat his own eye.
Come on now, finish eating now. Come on.
Oh God.
So he got these powers, like they're all over the place. They don't explain them. You know, whatever they need him to do at the moment, they do. He has the power to make people hallucinate about, I guess, dead loved ones. I don't really explain what we're seeing here.
What's going on?
I don't know, man. Shit just pops out of nowhere. Like they have a pawn shop dealer who he sees some woman and he's like, "Oh, baby, I miss you." They don't explain who this woman is. They don't give the guy any backstory. And at first I thought it was the leprechaun who had changed himself or maybe disguised himself.
As the person?
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie. Love me, Jackie.
But then the leprechaun's hiding out. You know, it's like, so how did you conjure up a hallucination that actually can kill people? Are you bringing back the dead? What? They don't explain it.
How did he just die?
And you don't know.
Because it looked like he just backed onto something.
Yeah.
Like he sat on a pin.
They don't have enough money to film that death scene.
Oh.
All you hear him is off screen. They don't film it. What I showed you was just one of 2 or maybe 3 good deaths in the movie. A lot of deaths happen off screen. A lot of stuff you don't hear, you don't see. Like this is one of the few times that you actually get some good gore in the movie. You know that right there. That's not through the whole film. You know, you're only getting like small bits and pieces.
They had one squib for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Don't f*** shout up.
Yeah, how many more squibs we got? Oh, I thought you wanted to use them all.
Yeah.
It look good though, right?
Yeah. Okay, that one right there, you could say, well, that's just kind of the just typical supernatural powers, bringing back the dead or making hallucinations. I mean, look, they should explain it, but this is a C-grade movie, whatever,
Yeah,
D-grade
that
movie.
didn't count.
That don't count, but there's a moment where Leprechaun gets trapped in a safe. They push him in a safe, and he has to call his backup. And boy, when I heard about who his backup was,
From the depths of the netherworld, I summon you, me zombie fly girls.
Fly girls. Because you know that is a big part of Leprechaun mythology.
Lore. Yeah, that's lore, yeah. The Leprechaun
Fly
lore
girls.
has got fly girls.
All of a sudden, he really is the biggest little gangster in the hood. Mm-hmm. Again, out of nowhere, he turns into a pimp.
Does she meet with your approval?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Come over here, let me break you in.
I'm about to put this bitch on the corner.
Oh, no, man, see?
They don't show it, but it's insinuated that he takes them, he has sex with them, and he puts them under some leprechaun zombie power.
Okay.
That's because that's a made up thing right there. A leprechaun zombie power.
Yeah.
They start having glowing green eyes and shit.
But I thought he already summoned them. I thought they already were zombies.
That's a new one. Like he's having
new
having the old ones go out and recruit new ones, like prostitutes waiting at the bus station for new meat.
Right.
Yeah, which he probably did get this chick from Greyhound. I don't know.
Dressed like that.
Now, that is not the craziest, man. They set up now. You're probably saying, why did they do this? Why does he need fly girls? Why is there a leprechaun as a pimp in this movie? That is not explained. Well, they introduced that because our heroes, they had to have a way to get to Leprechaun some kind of way. And the way they do it is they actually dress up like one of his fly girls and go to audition to be on his team.
What the fuck? I like how he's not cool with that part. He's put on makeup, lipstick and all that. He's like, now wait a minute, my head. Hey, you getting gay now?
They have to go and audition. They have to go and audition to be one of his fly girls. That's how they get close to the Leprechaun. And he lets them know, like, hey, come up a little closer, because you know if you get picked for the team, I'm gonna you.
Come closer, come closer. Let me take a look at you before I tap your ass.
Oh, so let me.
He's a rapping pimp leprechaun. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? He's a hip hop pimp leprechaun.
What?
Who can't notice a dude when he sees one? That's how horny he is. The shit turns into it turns into Harvey Weinstein territory real quick.
They say in the hood, you're never down unless you've the courage to go downtown.
You're like, God damn, am I gonna commit to this?
I was gonna say, so what subway you talking about? 'Cause I'm okay. I ain't doing this shit.
It's like when gangsters tell you to shoot somebody, you know? And when you go undercover and shit, oh fuck. He's like, I really don't want to blow my cover. Pun intended. But man, and that is still not the craziest part. Oh my God. The reason why they have to get to the Leprechaun, the reason why they got dressed up like one of his hoes to get to the Leprechaun is because they have to give him something that they feel will destroy him. The thing that listen to me, brace yourself now. Brace yourself, y'all. The thing that they have to give to him is a magic joint made out of 4-leaf clovers.
How'd they come up with that?
Just bought off the street. Like, I want to know your weed dealer, man.
Yeah, how'd you have to get 4-leaf clovers?
Yeah. Can I get the one with fairy dust too? He just goes out there and just buys, they don't explain it, just buys a joint made out of 4-leaf clovers.
Man, this ain't just weed, Post.
Post?
This weed got clovers in it. 4-leaf clovers.
What?
He's like this. Well, I'm tired of your shit, dude. I really am sick of
Even
you.
the actor, that is the actor hearing this line for the first time. What?
That actor has had this expression through a
The
lot of
whole
this
thing,
movie.
right?
Yes, he is.
He's like, what the fuck am I doing? What? That wasn't even in the script. God damn it.
Why am I? Jesus Christ, y'all.
More rewrites.
I had assurances he would never come to this.
This guy's like, Jesus Christ, this never ends.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
He's like, every time I think that we're done, it just keeps going. Thank God we got weed dealers who put 4-leaf clovers in there instead of actual weed.
Well, they got to cut the product with something.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they go to Ireland and.
And how did old Butch find out about that information?
Yeah.
How did he find that out? How did he know he had to get a joint with 4-leaf clovers in it? Why? The way anybody would find it. Leprechauns for Dummies.
Oh, Jesus. That's like a joke. Like,
Yes, just went to the hood bookstore and bought Leprechauns for Dummies.
a reference for the rest.
I love the chat. The chat is like, oh, off now. Chat is tired of this shit. They're like, you, man.
That's a joke.
They're like, off with this. Man, look, at this point, it's a lot of crazy shit that happens with this. Like, I've given you kind of the whole. I'm not going to tell you everything that happens with this because this is near the end. I'm not going to tell you what happens. Do the hose outfit work? Do they get their rap career going? You know, who knows? You know, you'll have to watch it, and if you don't, then you will never know, I guess. But that, you know, near the end of this, man, there's some really funny things that just happen in small parts. This is one of the best dying lines in the movie. As a person is dying, this truly is one of the best lines I've ever heard in a death scene.
Is the pussy in heaven, Post?
Is there pussy in heaven?
Oh. Wait, what?
Is there pussy in heaven? Because he's dying a virgin.
not Butch.
Butch,
Oh,
they got
Butch.
old Butch. Butch got shot in his last. He never got to have sex. He died. Said, "Postmaster, is there pussy in heaven?" I love that line.
Not for you,
Yeah,
Butch.
not for you, Butch.
I love that.
You don't deserve pussy, Butch.
No, Butch, because you look like an ugly hoe. That's what.
Dying word. Is there pussy in heaven?
Yes, Butch, there's pussy in heaven. You.
Yeah. You better go you. Just like that.
I love to see. That's what Ice-T's up to?
Yeah.
Ice-T's busy getting shot 3 times by a guy in a dress. But don't worry. He gets right back up.
Mac Daddy ain't dying today.
Seriously, when he got shot, though, he was pop locking.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get this MTV award.
I ain't seen a comeback like that since Fall from Grace.
Yeah.
I saw somebody get straight up murdered, and it's like, no, they all right.
No, yeah, man, exactly. Ice-T died. He fell to the ground. He stopped breathing. Oh, but good thing he had one more in him.
Mac Daddy ain't dying today.
So that shot arm too.
Yeah, with his man. That motherfucker grew up on these streets, man. Come on. Hey, that's gangster.
Right. She only shot me 3 times.
Oh, this man's been dropping bars. He's been dropping rhymes to this whole movie.
Spitting fire.
Spitting fire.
hot fire.
Lit. Does he at least give us a Leprechaun rap performance at the end? Spoiler alert, yes.
Welcome, Postmaster P, the king of the world.
Oh, this is so dumb, man.
Oh, so Postmaster goes on.
Postmaster, I'm just going to get the Postmaster defeats Leprechaun. Leprechaun dies. You see Leprechaun getting killed or defeated.
By Ice-T, right?
No. Ice-T, he actually, he blows that motherfucker's stomach out.
Ice-T?
with that airbender shit. Yeah, he kills him. But since I'm on here, man, you see Leprechaun get defeated. And then it just fades to black and ends up on Postmaster like, yes, I was triumphant. And then out of nowhere, we get this epilogue right here.
That's me. I'm finally the man that I've been striving to be.
Yeah, wow. 6 people playing.
At prom.
Yeah, exactly. In the 90s.
Yep. Vincent Price talking.
I taught him everything he knows.
So he becomes his agent, I guess. I don't know. He defeated him. Oh, but you know what? He taught him. He taught him everything he knows because you know what? He's an expert MC himself.
I come from the land of the Irish Spring. Dublin's the place where I learned my thing. Left in the hood.
I like the way nobody's like, it's a rapping leprechaun.
But you know what though? When Winona Ryder was loving the shit.
To do no good. It's
Bitch, you mine.
bad. I'm good. Come to do no good.
Got that little swag right there.
It's such bad ADR.
Look at that. You know. Look at this bitch.
It's like, goddamn.
Look at her dance.
Oh.
Buckle in my pants.
There you go, people.
Wow.
Leprechaun in the hood.
You made it all the way through.
Oh, I did. You know me. I don't know why you act so surprised. I love this shit. I was glued to the screen the whole time. Taking notes. Taking notes. This shit is important. I'm going deep with this. People. Oh, I can't wait to see the sequel. There is a sequel. Leprechaun in the Hood 2. I might have to jump on it.